can't wait to just knock him out, just for all this this long time waiting and all this messing about when we could have had it in July, and you're just wasting my time.
But he's never fought anyone like me. He said he fought people like me, the amateurs. We're not an amateurs, we're professional.
There it is. Okay.
Teresa Shields on Savannah Marshall. Marshall's a bitch, that's it. She's a bitch. She's a hater. She wishes she was me. She wishes she had the belts, the gold medals, and she don't. Marshall just wanna be me. She wishes she was black and everything. It's just sad. Nobody said you do hate any other race. I said your comment saying she wishes she was black is racist. And I'm sure 99% of people would agree if it was the other way around you would call her a racist. 100. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd literally laugh. And look up the word racist. It's having prejudice against a group of people based on skin color. Not the case here, but you are entitled to your opinion. Michael Benson tweets that Daniel Dubois has now filed a lawsuit against Don King's company Don King Productions, in which he alleges breach of contract because he has not been paid for his fight with Trevor Bryan in June. According to Dan Raphael. Shakur Stevenson wants Aladat Lomachenko smoke. But despite currently being on the same promotional company, experience tells us it'll be as hard as pulling teeth for fans to get the fight. It might happen if Shakur can sign up for a Devin Haney George Kambosos / Joe Louis Jim Braddock throwback type of deal.
Fake Paul. Fake Paul. Don't front. Stop the lying and the bull crapping. Your fight that was supposed to go down in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, didn't get canceled because of some weight thing to the fake fighter that you were gonna fight in Madison Square Garden. It got canceled because no one bought tickets. Okay, because the ghosts of Madison Square Garden, the same arena where Ali fought Frazier, where Jake LaMotta fought Sugar Ray Robinson, where Hulk Hogan fought Andre the Giant, Madison Square Garden. They did not want to see you in there. No one bought tickets to that fake fight. Fake Paul. You're not a fighter. You want to be a real fighter? Fight a real fighter, okay? Take a real drug test, okay? The ruse, the con, the bull jive is over. Fake Paul.
Errol Spence Jr.'s trainer Derek James on preparing Spence for a possible Crawford fight via Showtime broadcast. We're gonna push it. Errol Spence Jr. is gonna have to bring it because I'm telling you he's gonna have to be able to push it to the next level.
Golden Boy Promotions fighter Marlene Esparza is quoted by BoxingScene.com, apparently stating that she thinks a rematch between herself and Sinisa Superbad Estrada will be bigger than a rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. It seems Oscar de la Hoya's special blend of envy and delusion has rubbed off on her. Especially now that Estrada has left the Mexican orange-picking plantation of Golden Boy Promotions, moved over to Top Rank, and could plausibly become the face of female boxing on Top Rank. A company that rivals Golden Boy Promotions in its unabashed determination to cultivate a Mexican audience. At least one could deduce from the current climate in female boxing that the general perception at the moment is that Sinisa's profile is much more appealing than Marlene's, and Superbad would likely become the face of Top Rank, especially, if as many predict, Michaela Meyer loses to Alicia Baumgardner.
You can hurt him.
I won't hurt him. I will hurt Joe.
Tickle. Little Joe Tickle. What's that, Little Joe Tickle? Are you suggesting his power is Little Joe Tickle? Ticklish. Little Joe's gonna tickle me
Yeah, I will.
on September 24th.
Slap you and punch you and everything else.
Oh right. Ooh, you're hard.
Yes, good, good. Good, yes. I want to see some of that shit. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, now. Yeah, I'm trying to grab. That's my only option. Ah, exactly.
Now let's go. Come on, Jack. We in shape, boy. Good work. I promise you. In shape, Jack. Don't take it against yourself. Ever, Jack. You know you in shape. You know that work you put in. How long? Not long, baby. How long? Not long. Fuck you up, boy.
Dubois. They are the contracting parties, not me. He owes the money to Daniel Dubois. This is all smoke screens. This is the usual bullshit you get. He should pay the fighter what is due. That's the contractual position. He hasn't paid the money. He's coming out. He's trying to cloud the issue. I know he spoke to Daniel's father. Again, why, I don't know what that's got to do with anything. The fact is, it's black and white. There's a contract, and that contract's between them, and that's who he owes money to. I'm nothing to do with that contract. I'm not his manager. I'm his promoter, unless the fight goes to purse bits and is won by another promoter. Don King was the promoter. He owes the money, and that is the bottom line of it. And to talk about, and separately talk about all this nonsense about money I own is ridiculous. One show in 24, 25 years I've done with him. He acts like I'm his best mate. I had a very bitter legal dispute with him in 2000, which emanated from 1997. So we're not old pals. All this nonsense about he loves me and I'm an honourable man and all this stuff. It's all smokescreen. Two things Don King loves. That's himself and dollars. And that's it. So forget about all this bullshit. Forget about any relationship with me. Forget about what he thinks is a dispute with me. The contract's between him and Daniel. Pay Daniel. He's instructed lawyers in America, Leon Margolis. They're suing him for it. And also the WBA and the Florida Commission also have a duty of care to Daniel to make sure that he gets paid. The fight was ages ago. Pay him.
Frank, he's obviously talking about you and mentioned your name and also said, questioned your honour as a man. What did you think about when you read that?
Well, I've just said to you, I've done one show with him in all that period of time. So that's my honour. He has the contract. Honour his contract. Honour the contracts he signed with Daniel Dubois. He signed with Daniel Dubois. Not with me, with Daniel Dubois. Anything he's got with me, take it up with me personally, if he feels he's got something. I know he hasn't, and I'm going to be suing him anyway over something he said, but I'll deal with that. That's being dealt with by my lawyers now. But it's complete and utter bullshit. Smokescreen bullshit. It's typical his bluster. If anyone wants to ring you call the WBA, call the Florida Commission, say, who is the bout agreement between? And they will confirm who it's between. And they are the contracting parties. And the contracting parties are King, who's paying for the services of Daniel Dubois. That's the end of it. Pay Daniel Dubois. That's who you owe money.
That Dumbo Daniel Dubois is so fucked. You can tell by the comments Warren is making that he's definitely desperately determined not to be on the hook for the money owed to Dubois. Suddenly, there's this hands in the air I'm innocent and it's got nothing to do with me gov attitude coming through from Frank Warren. So, Dumbo Daniel Dubois is so fucked.